This is the first scramble. This was a 383 previous angle. The first thing I saw was these two matching and these two matching. It's two lucky cases on one side, which means I'm going to start executing on this side. So I'm going to start memorizing the back. So flip it over. This to this is 5 and this to this is -2. So that's my first number. Add those two. I get 3. That's my first number. This to this is 2. That's my second number. This to this is 0. And this to this is 1. So the numbers I'm going to memorize are 3, 2, 0, and 1. And the first number I'm going to execute, which is the fifth number you memorize, is one I'm going to just look at visually. So which is going to be the fourth number I memorized, which was 1, going to this, which is 3. So 1 to 3, going to 3, that's 2. So 3, 2, 0, 1, and I'm going to start with 2. So I'm going to flip it over, and I immediately see this. So instead of starting with 2 like the way I was supposed to, I can instead start with 4 and then offset it by doing a -2 to solve this corner. So I'm going to start by doing a 4, which is going to solve this corner, put this pin up to protect this corner, and then do a -2. So now I have to do 3, 2, 0, 1. So I'm going to solve this, put these two pins up, and now I'm going to start doing 3 while solving this, 2, 0, which means I don't need to do anything to this, and then 1, which is going to set this to 12 so I don't have any AUF at the end. So 1, like that. That's solved. So this is the next scramble. This one was 456, and the first thing I saw was this lucky case, which means I'm probably going to start with this side, but just to be sure, I check the other side. I have 2 corner skips on this side, but the edge center lucky case is better, so I'm just going to start with that. So keeping that on top, I'll memorize the back. This to this is -4. This to this is +2. Add those, you get -2. That's your first number. This to this is -2. This to this is -5. This to this is -5. So -2, -2, -5, -5. And the last number we're going to memorize, and the first number we're going to execute, is the previous number memorized, which was -5, which is here, going to this, which is 5. So -5 to 5 is -2. So -2, -2, -5, -5. And we're going to start with -2. So just start. I'm going to put these 2 pins down so I can solve this while doing the first move at the same time. So -2 while doing that. Then solve this, and now I can go into my memo. So while solving this, I'll do -2, put this up. While solving this, again do -2, then while solving this, do -5, solve this corner, and solve this. While solving this, we'll do -5, so -5, oh shit, we'll do -5, and just put it all to 12. This is the next scramble. This was a 419. The first thing I saw was this corner skip, so I just checked the back, and this is much better. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to memorize the back. This to this is -3. This to this is -4. Add those, you get -7 on the clock. -7 is the same as 5. So first number 5. Next number, this to this, which is 4. This to this, which is -4, and this to this, which is 3. So 5, 4, -4, 3. And the first number we're going to execute is going to be this to this, which is -1. So 5, 4, -4, 3, and -1. Now, the first move you can do with on any down pin when you have any 1 pin up. So when you have a clock with 1 pin up, like in this case, you can do the first move with any down pin. So if I do, normally I put the DL pin up and do my first move with the UR pin, but if I keep the DL pin down in this case and do my first move, which is a -1, I'm going to match these two up, right? Like that. So what I can do is let the UR pin stay up, do my -1, which is my first move, while also solving this line. So like that. Then I can solve these two. And now my memo was 5, 4, -4, 3. So I'm going to do 5 while solving these two. Like that. 4, -4 while solving the corner. Like that. This is already solved because we skipped it. And 3 on this, which is going to be here while solving it. So there we go. This is the next scramble. This is a 496. On this side, we don't really have anything. So turn it over. On this side, we have a lucky case here with this corner skip and a lucky case here with these 2 edges. You can try and use the 2 edges. Your first move is going to be a -3. But if you try and use the 2 corners, if you try and use the corner skip, your first move is going to be a 2, which is better ergonomically. So even though you'll have to put down all 3 pins and put up this pin to start, I still think it's a better option in this case, but you can do whatever you like. So memorizing the back, we have this to this is -4, this to this is +3. You add those 3 at your first number, so that's -1. This to this is your second number, which is -3. This to this is your third number, which is -5, and this to this is your fourth number, which is 4. So you have -1, -3, -5, and 4. And if for your first number to execute, this is already at 4, so you don't have to do anything. So that's 0. So we have -1, -3, -5, and 4. So I'm going to put these down and do this. Normally I would do something here, but because it's 0, I don't have to do anything. Then again, normally I would solve this piece, but because there's a corner skip here, so I'm just going to do this piece first and do this to finish the cross. Now, my first memorized number was -1. Normally, while I do this first number, I solve this piece, but this is already solved, so we don't have to do anything. Let's put this pin up. Now, our second memorized number was -3, so do that while solving this at the same time. Our third memorized number was -5, so we'll do that while solving this at the same time. And the fourth memorized number was 4, so we'll bring this 4 while doing that, and then bring it all to 12. And that's all. So this is the last scramble. This time was a 484. The first thing I saw was this lucky case and this corner skip. So I'm just going to start on this side. So just memorize the back. I have this to this is -5, this to this is +2. So that's -3. This to this is -2. So I have -3 and -2. This to this is 2. This to this is -4. So -3, -2, 2, -4, and -4 is over here. And going from -4 to this is +3. So that's the first move we're going to execute. The first move we're going to execute is going to be +3, and the memorized numbers we have are -3, -2, 2, -4. So the first move we're going to execute, we're going to save this pin by putting this pin up. Sorry, we're going to save this corner by putting this pin up. The first move we're going to execute is a 3, like that. Then we're going to solve this line. So we keep the corner skip and put these 2 pins down and this up. Now we're going to go into our memorized numbers. Our first memorized number was -3, so we're going to do a -3 on this while solving this. Like that. Put this pin up. Now our second memorized number was -2, which in this case is just going to solve this corner. Our third memorized number was +2, so we're going to do that while solving the DR corner. Like that. And our fourth memorized number was -4, so we're going to do that while solving this corner. Like that. And we're going to put it all to 12. And that's it.